Hello, everyone, and welcome to Off the Track, where the league's biggest names leave the helmet behind and talk to us. Today, we ride along with King Quack in the number 12 car, one of the IRRA's co owners, actually. So let's see what's up. What's up, King Quack?
Hello, that's me.
What's poppin'? Yo, all right.
Paint schemes. That's what's up.
Anyways, anyways, so. When did you first fall in love with racing? Like, when did you really get obsessed with it?
To answer that question specifically, about a couple years ago, when my dad had made me sit in the living room watching a TV race because I didn't have anything else to do, and I asked him what should I do. So he said, "Watch the race with me." And before that, we've been going to plenty of races. I have gone to the Charlotte Roval ever since
Oh,
it was a
wow.
thing. I've gone to the Charlotte Roval ever since it became the Roval, and I've gone to
What?
Darlington every race for as long as I can remember. Same with
Darlington and the Roval. That's crazy. Bro, I can never afford
and
that.
the 600 too. Don't forget the 600. I get those tickets for free because
Extra.
somebody we know, my parents know, they work with somebody at who works for Charlotte Motor Speedway, so we get tickets for free.
Dance, you like in it. You're like in it. All right.
As much as I can be, I guess.
So, who introduced you to motorsports? Well, actually, just say your
My
dad.
father easily.
Yeah. So, in real life or on Roblox, what was your very first race car or kart like? Like, you ever go karting for fun?
I have gone go karting a couple times. Have I won? I beat my brother. That's all that matters.
Oh shit. Now on Roblox, what league? Like, what was your first league that you raced in?
The first one that I can remember, it was called uh, RRO, and I raced trucks there. I have a picture of the scheme
Uh,
I can send you later, but
I send me the
I
lady.
ran I ran trucks in there, and I started my very first race there was Charlotte Motor Speedway. I ended up winning stage one and two by about three car lengths. And I had a heartbreak in stage three when I hit the pit road wall at Kyle Larson's.
Damn, bruh. Merch. It's
My
alright.
screen had froze, so I hit the wall and I DNF'd because of it.
Dang. Did you
Very
always like even right now, do you want to be a driver? Like in a
in real
real
life,
league? Like in a real league though.
like in real life or in Roblox.
Yeah, in real life, like NASCAR, Indy.
If it was possible, I would 100% focus on doing that.
All right. So here in the league, what's the race that like changed? What's the just fuck? Hold on. All right. What's the
That was
race
one
that
of the questions.
changed everything for you in this league?
Well, the only race that I have done so far was Iowa, but the amount of
Shit,
practice I
what?
put, look, I just started a couple weeks ago. Anyways, at Iowa, the amount of practice I put in to learn the track, it got me the pole at the track. So
Did you
I'm
win?
focusing. No, unfortunately, I couldn't because my lag was unbearable. I did
Mm.
manage to get P4 in stage one.
What place did you end up in?
Uh, I DNF, so I got dead last or whatever.
You got
I couldn't
yeah.
fin. I couldn't finish. I couldn't
Damn.
finish.
So in any league here on Roblox, what's been your most emotional win?
Oh, definitely my first one.
Your first one in the RRL thing?
Oh no, like in general,
Or a
like I
different league?
it was a different league. It was called NRRA, and I raced Xfinity.
Oh,
I raced Xfinity cars, or I no,
mm,
no, it was still trucks. No, I still raced trucks. That one was trucks. It was a different league.
oh.
I'm thinking about.
Low key,
But
they
I
should
raced
do
trucks there,
okay. Low key,
and
they should do like a little truck series here.
eh, I would definitely run it. I have like a couple schemes, but
Ah,
in the league NRA, I ran trucks there. My first win came at New Hampshire when
wow.
I had overtaken the leader coming out of turn four at the line.
Wow. On
I
the last
started
lap?
second on the last lap. I was coming out of four and I passed him like half a car length.
That's good. Oh my god, bro.
Bro, when I tell you how bad those drivers were, bro, I literally got sent into one and two like 3 laps prior to that.
Sorry, I'm just having technical shit right now. So what's the worst wreck you've ever been in? And what did it teach you on a deeper level?
The worst wreck I've been in. Uh, so flashback to about a year or two ago. Daytona 500. Boy,
Oh,
my luck with Daytona. I'm like Dale Earnhardt Sr. with Daytona. I can't win. I will I'll start at the front like 9 out of 10 times. I will lead the most laps 8 out of 10 times, and then coming to the closing laps, I will flip. I get flipped by somebody being stupid,
I
reckless.
I think you're cursed.
I do have a Daytona curse,
Nah,
but
it's
what I learned from getting flipped at Daytona a billion times is you can't trust anyone.
mm.
Not even my own teammate was one of those times I wrecked.
Which track is your favorite
To race on or in general?
in general, really? Like
In
anywhere.
general, currently my favorite track is probably Darlington.
Oh,
I'm very
hell
biased.
no.
It's my home track.
Yeah.
Very biased.
Darling? Nah, low key. For me, Imma say Sono no, I'm playing. For me, Miami, Homestead.
If you want like different categories of tracks for super speedways, I don't have one. They all equally suck. For
For super
intermediates,
speedways, like, for me, for super speedways, I mean, Daytona. I live in Florida. I live by Daytona Beach. So it's
for super speedways, I don't have a favorite. They all equally suck. Uh,
like, yeah. I always be going
for
to the
intermediates,
no, speak.
for intermediate tracks, I choose Charlotte because obviously, and
Yeah.
then
I
Homestead
live
is a close
in
second though.
yeah, I live in Florida. For me, intermediates, I'll say Homestead. Super, I would say, like, Daytona
Short
because I
tracks, boy, I love Martinsville. Martinsville is my favorite short track, hands
pers
down.
personally, me, I'm Bristol, for short tracks. Nah, low-key,
And
it's just
Bristol's a sleeper.
bro, short
But
tracks,
for
low-key, sometimes they be boring, bro.
the last and final category of tracks are the road courses. My favorite, Coda.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, like, that's really the only one that's nice. It's in Austin too, I love Austin.
The, the racing at Coda is superior. I don't
Yeah,
care who wins Coda. It's
even
as
in,
long as
like,
it's not Hamlin, never happening. Ooh,
low-key F1 at Austin. Ooh, low-key F1 at Austin. Low-key,
that
like,
exists.
yeah, I know. No, fuck F1. Fuck that shit. Anyways, uh, well, I already asked that question. How would you describe your driving style?
My driving style,
Like, are
quiet
you
but aggressive.
aggressive? Are you dirty? You know,
Quiet but aggressive.
you're aggressive?
So I'm patient, but when given the opportunity, I am slightly aggressive.
Alright.
I'll give you a scenario to further elaborate that. Homestead, Miami. We'll give you a scenario. This is a fake scenario. Never happens. But second place. Imagine me second place. Homestead, Miami. We have 10 laps to go. I'm riding the bumper up the leader because I don't want to push it too hard too early. I give him about a car length of space. I'm faster than him, but the way we're taking the corners, he can maintain pace. But we coming,
Mm,
I keep riding his bumper for a couple laps, and we're coming three to go. That is when I get slightly more aggressive. I'll start
that's when you,
turning.
like
I'll
yeah.
start trying to get to his inside as much as possible, trying to get side by side. I managed to do that, and then it's one to go. We're side by side. I will dive it down to the bottom of the corner, slide jog him without making contact. I try not to make contact with anybody, and then if I can do that side job successfully, I
Yo.
have the race win. I have it as long as they don't send it like an idiot.
Sorry, my dog's being annoying. That's yeah, I mean, that's a good example. How do you mentally prepare before a race?
That's the problem. That funny thing is, I don't. I just do it.
You just do it, you just go for it.
I should be sponsored by Nike after that one. But
Anyways,
no, like I'll just
mhm.
casually be minding my own business, and then it's race time, so I hop in, waiting for quality, waiting for quality, and then race time.
Alright.
Oh boy, if
Yo,
I'm ever leading, I'm probably gonna sell because my heart rate tends to rise if I'm leading. Don't know why, it's just always happened. I tend to sell a lot when I'm leading.
bruh. Damn, bruh. What do you focus on most during a qualifying or a practice session? But qualifying.
For qualifying,
That's the important
not
one.
screwing up.
Not screwing up.
I
Do you
focus on trying to I focus on trying to hit my brake zones the most. Because if I screw the brake zones up, I screw up the whole corner.
yeah,
And
how
we'll go back to Iowa for this. In Iowa, I have to the way what how I got pole is I learned from my team owner the fastest way around the track for like qualifying purposes, and I tried to remember where exactly I broke to get a fast lap. So at Iowa, for the way he had it set up, you have to like kind of dive it down right at the bottom of the second lane, wash up to right about the like the apex of the third, the high line of the third lane, the
yeah.
very outside of the third lane, not going into the fourth lane, which is close to the wall. And then you want to like try to coast it down to the bottom of the corner, and then full speed out of it, and you'll exit about like 155 if done correctly.
Nice strat, might use it. I'm playing. I'm just
I
PT
did that.
driver.
I did that for both corners essentially, and it put me on pole by like a little bit.
Yeah. Um,
I did their strategy better.
have you ever made or had to make a risky call from inside the car?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Really? An example?
Uh, that
Winners.
risky call would have had to been with pit road. Pit road is probably one of the riskiest calls you can make because if you go too early or too late, you'll end up selling your race. I'll
Yeah, and
give you a real life example.
certain
I'll give
pit
you a real life.
roads certain
Oh
pit
yeah,
roads are like, bro, what?
I'm gonna give
Not
you
low
a real
key.
life example for that pit road problem. Darlington of this year. Byron was in the lead, but he stayed out a little too long and lost that lead by four positions.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit. No, that shit was crazy. Low key, I used to be a Byron fan. Nah, I don't fuck with any of those drivers now. I can't make my mind, bro. Check my fantasy
You
shit,
are
bro.
talking to a proud Byron fan right here.
Oh, fuck your driver. I'm
Unfortunate,
joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Chill.
unfortunately, we haven't had the best luck with recent tracks.
You won the Daytona 500 though this year.
back to back.
Yeah, merch.
That's the only good thing we've had come out of the season. And we're leaving
Yeah.
that too.
Wait, is Byron locked in for the playoffs?
Byron's been locked in since the Daytona 500, bro. What are you
Oh
talking
shit,
about?
shit, I forgot. My bad. Um, all right. Well, one last question because we are getting way sidetracked, bro. Um, so what? Like, if you were a driver, what would be your dream car in your garage?
To have in my garage, my dream car would probably be a Corvette, a new one, a newer one.
I mean, Chevy makes the Corvettes, so under that, like they just gotta make it. Shit, like really, low key, I would want like a Porsche 911, like that shit, like top tier, like a GT some
Man,
shit.
my Corvette would probably gap your Porsche.
Try, anyways, or low key like a SRT.
Dodge is good. Dodge is good. Dodge is good.
Dodge is good. Now, low key, they new
Like
Chargers suck, bro. They look nasty.
I hate electric vehicles so much.
Some EVs are cool, like the Teslas, but it's like, bro, Dodge like completely missed the line there. Uh, another question, bonus question for the fans out there. What's your
Bonus question.
favorite? What's your favorite movie or show about racing? Low key Talladega Night. No, I'm playing. That shit
Okay,
funny though.
so
That's just
my
funny.
favorite movie about racing is going to be a little bit based. Flame me. I'll give you my Discord in the later, way later. But uh, favorite movie about racing, the
Mm-hmm.
Gran Turismo movie.
Low key, that movie was hella good, bro. Yo,
And
like, bro, I heard like some of my friends saying like, "Oh, it was such an ass movie." Bro, that shit was like one of the best
the
movies,
reason
even though it was European. Like,
the only thing good coming out of Europe for racing is the Gran Turismo movie for real.
low key, the only
Anyways,
European race that I know is like Monaco and Le Mans. Dead ass.
I'm be real with you. Uh, me too. But the reason I chose the Gran Turismo movie is because it takes aspects from the actual game and it puts that into the movie. And then the racing logic from the real world is also implemented. For like the racing line, his dad walks into the room, says, "Why aren't you following the racing line?" And then the driver says, "If everybody's following the racing line and I learn how to go past him without the racing line, I can be faster." And that's what he does. Not his exact words. I was trying to speak from memory. But
Yeah,
he ends up winning the qualifier to race in real life,
and he
which
and
was
he becomes
great.
successful. Yeah, like he
The
competed in
best
like
part about that movie was the was
so.
him sensing the car was off.
Wait, what? Say that again.
When the dude was when the instructor or whoever that was in the car with him. I forgot the British dude's name, but he felt the car was off with braking and stuff. He felt the car was off, and then the dude
The
said,
gold
"It's not
car?
off. It's not off."
The gold car?
I don't know. It was a car, and he said it felt off. And then when the tech inspectors inspected it, it was indeed off.
I don't remember that scene. Low key, I have a bad memory, but low key, fuck the driver who was in the gold car in the Kappa thing. Fuck that kid. Uh, he got his karma in like the middle of the desert. I forgot the city. It was probably like Dubai or something. Like I don't know where that scene took place.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad that didn't happen. I'm glad he never won.
Yeah. Anyways, interview was way longer than Tyler's.
You
And
can edit it out if needed.
low key, I didn't like screen record it. I forgot merch. But thank you, King Quack, riding the 12 car, one at Iowa. This week we're at Homestead, bro. They changed it from Phoenix to Homestead. So
The reason they
practice.
changed it from Phoenix was turn 3 and 4 was nightmare fuel, and there was going to be a bunch of crashes in there.
Man, too much cautions, low key. Bro, why is Phoenix even on the schedule? Why is Phoenix in the championship in real life NASCAR? That's a whole other thing. But anyways,
Next
thank
year it's going to
you.
be Homestead.
Yeah, low key, I already got tickets because I live in the FL. Anyways, so thank you for coming on and joining us here. Have a great day.
You too, bro. You too.